everyone, and welcome to Gun Griffin Blaze for the PlayStation 2. Well, I said in my last episode that I was gonna play a PlayStation 2 game that was really bad, so I ended up going to dig out my my power cable, and, well, I got the cord and got the game going that I was going to play. I was gonna play a game called Rune Viking Warlord by Take-Two Interactive. I was going to play this game because this game is terrible. But I forgot that I can't get the game to start properly. Like, the disc works and everything, but the very first thing you're supposed to do in that game is to visit a guy who's supposed to give you your weapon. And he's not where he's supposed to be, or I can't find the door you're supposed to open. So I didn't want to record 30 minutes of me running around in the opening village. So that can go over there. The next thing I was going to play was Top Gun Combat Zones for the PlayStation 2 by Titus Interactive. Titus, oh boy, if you need a bad game, you know where to turn. And I couldn't actually find anything particularly wrong with this game, except that the controls are so bad, all you would have been able to see is me crashing my plane into things for half an hour. And again, not so fun. I want to play a game. I'll play a bad game, but I gotta be a bad game I can actually play. So that can go over there too. Third up was going to be Dark Summit for THQ. And this one's fine. It's a snowboarding game, kind of an SSX clone. Except, again, like Top Gun, the controls just don't work. To grind, there's no grind button. You just have to have perfect aim to land on the rail and ride it. And so, basically, you can't really do any tricks. So, again, you just be watching me kind of slide downhill for a half an hour. So, let's just skip past this opening thing again. And throw that over there. And play some Gun Griffin Blaze, which was made by Working Designs. Now, this game and the other 3 games I had lined up were all blue disc PlayStation games, which are not like regular PlayStation games. They're actually on a modified CDR instead of a DVD, so they don't take up a lot of space, so you can't expect much from them. But honestly, this game I hated when I first got it. I really did. Mostly because of the controls, which you cannot change at all. You can change how shiny your mech is and what kind of explosion effects there are, but you cannot fix the controls. So, we'll get into that when we play the game, which we'll just go ahead and do now. I don't have a memory card in. I have a memory card with save data somewhere else, and I don't feel like making new save data. Oh, wait a minute. No, yeah, see. You can change the controls, but this is pre-Call of Duty. So all of the... Oh, wait, did they fix it? Oh, for heaven's sakes, my worst complaint about this game I might have fixed. Let me just read through this set of controls, because some of the buttons are changed. Traditional console. I could have swore these weren't here before. Change course and angle. Yeah, they fixed the controls. Zoom. Pause. Okay. Change weapon and shoot. Zoom and twist. I don't know what twist is supposed to mean, but we'll find that out. Okay. Wait, no. Oh yeah, forward and backward. You can move with the face buttons for some reason, but we're just going to be using slide motion. Anyway. Let's just go ahead and play the training mission, because that's all you're allowed to play at the beginning. It's alright. This game, like I said, it takes a little while to figure out, but it's the least bad of my bad games. I used to hate it, but it grew on me. It's definitely no Armored Core as much as it wants to be. Though, from what I understand, this game is part of a series that started on the Sega Saturn. And there's our robot. Let's just go ahead and launch our mission. Okay, now the end. That's an enemy, But kind of funny, because this is a training mission, they won't attack you until you attack them first. So, alright. Now that's interesting. I actually don't have my high-speed slide motion for some reason. Oh, that's a throttle. See, now that's just when I thought that the controls were fixed. I have let go of all the sticks. And I am moving either way. So I'm instead going to be... yeah. So now I'm using the face buttons to move, and it's a lot faster. But... you know what? No. This is what I'm talking about, how shitty the controls in this game are. Yeah, I know I failed the mission. Let's fix that again. Yeah, slide motion. That is not what it actually does, turns out. So let's just go to the beginning controls and try and get it kind of working. I can do this a little bit better, even though these controls are bass-ackwards, which I will get into when we retry the mission again. Yeah. One thing I will say, because this is a fairly small game, the loading times are short. Although I think they're masked by that screen there, because I wasn't allowed to skip it for a certain amount of time. Anyway, now I have forward and back and strafe on one stick, and this one's just for looking around. And it's not even that sensitive. But, at least it's something. Now the SSG is going to be the weapon I'm going to use for most of this. And this training mission's fairly simple, just shoot all of the dudes. Skeech the... I don't know what skeeching is, but like every time you kill a unit, it has like a funny little quip along the bottom. This game's kind of arcadey in that sense. But, I'm going to switch to another weapon and save my... I thought I had a machine gun, but I guess not. One thing you can do in this game is fly, but that is like a single button press to go up and another single button press to go down. It's weird, but you get used to it. Keep trying to look up with the one stick and it's wrong. Oh, got the back. Oh, got a. It says it's a rocket-propelled grenade launcher. Really, it's more of a mortar. You move decently fast in this game. It is like a first-person Armored Core if you can learn the controls, but the looking around and moving is so awkward in every single control scheme. None of them make any sense. Now, one annoying thing is like in most missions you have to destroy every enemy, even these little harmless trucks. See, I blitzed the combat vehicle. And the bars along the bottom, I didn't know this when I first started playing. That's a radar, kind of. It just kind of makes a blip when you're facing towards an enemy like that. And gets bigger the closer you get. Apparently that's how radar works. Gotta take out the choppers. Now you can destroy buildings. There's stuff inside the buildings, but there's also stuff that falls out of the building parts when you destroy them, so it's really good to just break everything if you can and have the time. There we are. Oop. Tanks actually hit it decently hard, they just don't hit you very often. Yep. Yeah, and they don't tell you that before either, but you also have to take out that... I don't know where that thing's going. You also have to take out that plane even though it's just sitting there. That counts as an enemy. Dang it. so many times. I will never get used to that. Or at least not without hours and hours and hours of playing again like I did last time. Blow up the buildings, get the stuff. And I actually failed this mission the first several times doing it because the last enemy, which I will get to, eluded me for the longest time. But for now, I know that there's some hidden in this forest over here. In fact, I use my rocket-propelled grenades supposedly on them. It's really an effective weapon, you just don't get a whole lot of ammo for it. Oop. And you don't want to be too close to things. Oop. Weapon box. Points. Ah, look at all this ammo here. Alright. I'm getting shot at by something. And I'm trying to move with the look stick again. There we are. I got plenty of ammo now. There are 3 enemies left. One of them is clearly this way. Got him. Oop, something over here. Oh yeah, and the missions are time limited. That's pretty much how you end up failing. There we are. 2 enemies left. Basically, finding enemies comes down to spinning around and hoping you get a blip. Well, I'm gonna go fight the last enemy that I was going to save, because I at least know where he is. Keeping in mind that you can fly. He's hiding up here. He doesn't even attack you until you jump up here. And the last enemy is actually kind of a boss. Oh look, the other last enemy disappeared. Now there is only one left. Because he has all the capabilities you do. He can fly and slide, and has a fair bit more armor than the other guys. If I can get the look stick to work, there we go. I can attack him. There we go. Got him. I took a lot of damage from that, though. Training is over. Alright. Since I have a little bit of time left, I'll give the next mission an attempt, too. They don't actually tell you to unlock more missions, they just show up on the map. Which, the next one's at Cape Canaveral, Florida, and I have to destroy a space shuttle. Alright. And you get to see a whole overlay of the map, which is actually really neat. They don't really do that much anymore. Codename Duck. .2 kilometers from the Duck. Now there's going to be plenty of enemies in between me and them. Oh yeah, those pickup boxes. Those actually give you items that you know, add to your game. So you can grind the training mission and get a bunch of nice stuff before you go. Do. I actually don't have any other robots left. And now I actually do have the machine gun, even though I didn't before. Alright. And I actually have allied units this time. For heaven's sakes, trying to move. It's like all the movement and viewing controls are not only backwards, but inverted. And you can't adjust it even a little. So if you're used to normal, quote-unquote, gameplay, This game will mess you up for a while. But once you have it figured out, it is decently fun. I used to make a joke back when I couldn't figure this game out, because I bought this game for $2 from my local Play and Trade. And I said, can I get $2 of enjoyment out of this game? No, I cannot. But no, that's not really fair. It's not the game's fault I can't wrap my head around older controls. I was a Sega kid growing up, so I didn't even have games like this until, well, recently, actually. I do have a mecha-style game on the Dreamcast that I might get to one of these days that honestly controls worse than this anyway. So it really is not even remotely fair. Those spider tanks. There are a decent amount of enemies in this game, and you even unlock an encyclopedia. Well, let's take this thing out. Oop. Ow, 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 something's hitting us hard. It's that right there. That thing's actually got decent weapon payload. Oh. Come on, hit them. Ah. There we go. I like to use my rocket pods for objectives. There we go. The duck's taken out. The machine gun, I carry it for certain things, but it really is absolutely worthless. Now, most missions, even after, like, I took out the duck, I still have to take out its escort. Oh. I used to be decent enough to be able to glide around and shoot things at the same time, but it's been a long time since I played this game, and I wasn't planning on playing this today. But, you know, whatever, those are all just excuses. What I really gotta do, though, is figure out what I'm doing next. Which, yeah, the enemies can do what they can do in some older games, and recent games, actually, where they're allowed to go out of your out of bounds. Are you friendly? Nope. Got him. Oop. Okay, that one's friendly. You know, I haven't really judged how good the friendly AI is in this game, though. He doesn't seem to know where he's going. So, moving on. I think I have to go over this way. Pick up another supply box. There we are. Oh, I'm out of rockets. The AI does know how to flank dudes. They followed me as soon as I found these guys. And now we get them from both sides, and they don't know how to deal with flanking. Oh, one of my allies got damaged. I think the color on the boxes is actually a rarity type thing. But I can't be sure. Oop. It's weird to be in a mecha game where you also can't just step on and kill the tanks. Though that's, you know, not always a thing. There we are. We got some extra rockets too. Oop. Who's hitting me? Oop. There he is. Those rockets, those spread rockets are basically a shotgun that just destroys everything. There we are. Whatever Night 3 means. I think I'm supposed to take out multiple of those boss units I did in the training mission. Alright. spin around, try and get a radar blip. There we are. I got 5 minutes to figure out what I'm doing. That was just a regular... Yep, that looked like one of the knights. Nope, that's friendly. Never figured out what these do. It says dull enemies, but I don't think it actually makes them dumber. I don't get it. Oh, there are enemies over here. Tanks. And back up over it and shoot it. Oh, you do have a zoom in, but you're not allowed to move and use it at the same time. As soon as you zoom in, it cancels itself out. Enemy vehicles found to the west. I'm not seeing anything. Go to the southeast. Yeah, see, I made it to the edge of the area. Southeast said there's an enemy robot. Oops. Oh, that's one of the knights. There we are. There we are, got it. One of my allies must have took out knight number 2, because that was knight 1. Cool. I got a medal. My performance was adequate. I shall monitor your progress. Yeah, there's a bit of English in this game. I kind of skipped over earlier, but when I completed the training, it said you have completed your object. Ah, boy. I earned a super zoom. Handy. Alright. Well, that's, like, there are other levels that take place in Tibet, Greece, the Ukraine, Egypt. Actually, there might not be any other missions other than that. Like I said, this is a very small game on a single CDR. Anyway, this is a fun game if you can get around the control issues. You can pick it up really cheap, like I said. My copy cost me all of $2. So, you know, if you're looking for this kind of arcadey shoot-'em-up game, you're not afraid to work around some bass-backwards controls, you can get a lot of fun out of this. Anyway, this is Fanatic. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.